What's up, guys? So the LS3 is coming along, so I'm going to make a correction on one of the I'm not bashing him. Todd Smith is great, but I found the issue with your speedometer and stuff not working with the ABS module. Todd Smith says you can put that relay back in. The relay he is talking about that all of us take out is this blue one here. This one. So from what I understand, this has nothing to do with the ABS and speedometer. This here. So just yank it out. What it is, and I'm going to show you. He says you need to jump wires. All right. Look for my tripod. I can't find it. So right now, let me take that fuse. We can throw the fuse in too. I just need to find a spot for a good ground. I could probably wedge that right in here like that. Yep, that will work. So let's see. We got power here. Nope, no power there. I'm just see. We got. This has nothing to do with it. I'm just going to show you the power, so it's working, okay? So then we go here. Now this is the one that controls your ABS and your speedometer, this Fuse 17. So right there, nothing. And see there, nothing, nothing, and nothing. So if you go down to here, I'm going to show you the wire is going to be 1, 2, 3, the fourth pin in the middle, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be the fourth one up. So if you look, where is it? Where is it? I see it. This one right here. So, whoops. Guys, you do not need to jump anything. It's this wire right there. It's red, white stripe with the yellow bars going around it. It's a smaller wire. The one on here, I might be able to pop that out. He talks about that big white wire and that white and red and yellow striped wire. You see that's a bigger gauge. That has nothing to do with anything that I know of. Well, it does have a lot to do with everything, but you don't need to jump it. What I'm going to show you is going to be mind-blowing on what it is. And now I'll get that back in a second. So if we go back here, and if you remember when we had to cut the relay wire, that red, white, and yellow, does that look familiar now? When we had to cut that, and then we had to ground it to get our fuel pump to work. And then we were left with this little piece here. All right, so now I got my red. Well, this one ain't shit. I was just trying shit. So we have the red, and I'm gonna jump the red, the other red lead to positive. Boom, there we go. And then we come back up here, and well, my meter's still running. Let me get this. We'll set that in there like that. We should have a good ground. Test it over here again. Boom, we have 12 volts, 1179. That's good enough. Now remember, I just hooked that up. Look at that. Boom. Fuse 17 now has power. That's what it was. See, I didn't do anything. I'm going to try and put this back again. There. Try it again. Watch. Boom. Boom. Power. Drop the mic there. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually extend that wire, okay? And I'm going to pop it in here. I'm going to try and find a fuse thing that would work. Probably a spade connector or something. I don't know. But I'm going to find one that has switched power. And then I'm going to pop a fuse in there. And then I'll have my shit. So, that's that, guys. So you're probably wondering, with a moron like me, how the hell did I figure that out? I didn't. I was banging my head because I couldn't understand the two wires he was talking about. I messaged him a couple times, couldn't figure it out. So I literally took my car to work, because we have this guy who is a wiring genius. We went on all data for about 15 minutes. It literally took him about 5 minutes to figure it out. That was it. You gotta have the complete diagrams, wire schematic and stuff like that. And he said we could have wired the fuel pump up a different way on a Bosch relay. We didn't have to cut that, ground it, because then we won't be in this situation. But it doesn't matter, it's done. I'm not switching it, I'm keeping it the way Todd had it. But so you don't have to cut or jump any wires, hook that one up. Like I said, I'm just going to splice it, I'm going to pop it in there, I'm going to run off a fuse. That's it, done. Will look like it was never touched, because I'm still going to use the same kind of wire that is on the engine harness. So, because there's plenty of that same color wire on there, I already looked. But yep, so that's it, guys. And just a quick video today. Hope you find it useful. So, because I'm going to test it out and see if my speedometer works, which I'll show you that in a second. So I'm not going to end it yet, so I'll be right back. All right, so it's the next day. It's a lot cooler out today, guys, a lot cooler. So I got my fuse in there. It fits perfect. Here's the wire I used right here. So, and you can see back here, I just taped it up right here, that one. And you can see the black sleeve on there. So that's where we cut it. And this is the one that we cut, and I added the ground for the fuel pump. So this wire used to go over to here. Now that wire connects from here, connects there, and it gets power, and now it feeds Fuse F17. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together real quick, guys, and then we're gonna take this for a spin and keep our fingers crossed. So let me clean up this nightmare real quick, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so this is going to determine whether my speedometer works or not. Don't mind the bare wires, it's not connected to anything. I don't think so. No, see? It's not connected. That is actually for my tach. I got it hooked up, kind of. Then you got the white wire down there. Well, it's not working because I got to get the tuner to program my GM ECU to a 4-cylinder for some reason. And there we have it. All right. So, what do you think? Think it's going to move? Ah, there it goes. It's a moving. Yeah, boy. Haha. Freaking love it, man. The guy I work with is a genius. Look at that. Haha. Yeah. So, like I said, guys, you don't have to tap into Fuse 17. What you want to do is get your wire you cut off for your fuel pump, the red, white, yellow that Todd told you to, just hook that up to a power fuse like I did. That blue relay, you don't need it. Take that ground wire out of there, because you're going to need the connector, and that literally pushes right up into the fuse. So I mean, you had to use a screwdriver and get that little fucker in there, but you know, it works just like my speedometer. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. I love it. I just gotta get it tuned now. So, and then I gotta get my coolant temp working. I gotta get the tach working. And then it's money, buddy. Money. So, let me go ahead and go back to my house, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so just like that, it's over. It's cleaned up. It's all put back together. You never even know I was in there. And here's that relay that I destroyed. This was the blue one, the blue relay. And that's where I cut it out because I couldn't figure out how to take it out, but now I do. So that's it. All right, guys, I actually lost that last clip on the BMW here that we were just talking about. So, yeah, everything's good. I'm happy. I have Speedo. That's what it is. So, again, has nothing to do with that fuse, that blue fuse up at the front. Get rid of it. That only controls the DMA. The wire you snip in the back for the fuel pump, then you ground that solenoid or relay part to the ground. That other part of the wire, hook that up in the fuse box. You'll have your speedometer and ABS working. You'll thank me later. And stay tuned for the next videos. And I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Oh, any questions? Just hit me up and I'll respond to you and give you all the help that I can. All right? Have a good one.